Previously on Will Save. Our adventurers scour the hallways in search of a way to the reactor core, set on sanitizing our squad and scattering them to the wind, destroying all traces of the evils hidden in the hallways of this horror-filled hodgepodge of experimental hellishness, only to discover signs of more menacing monsters ahead. After analyzing the remnants of goo scattered and streaked throughout the damaged corridors, our heroes courageously seek to avoid the path of destruction in favor of a control room that is curiously unmolested by the trail of carnage our heroes see set before them. Bernice carefully enters the room to interface with the computers, but is unable to find answers as to why a Gray's body lies dead on the floor next to her, but is able to uncover schematics to what appears to be the facility our heroes find themselves trapped in. With the schematics in hand, our crew identifies a possible way down to the reactor level through an adjacent ladder well accessible through the control room, and with the coast seemingly clear, Rick tiptoes into the room alongside Bernice, only to be met by the screeching wails and cries of two flying creatures set to strike the soldier where he stands. Will our adventurers be able to silence these hellish harpies, or are these angry birds about to wreck our piggies' plans for escape? Find out this time on Will Save.
Have you ever considered that maybe you want a career outside of the norm, outside of the conventional, where you can put your skill to work? Then come on down to Akiton Trade College, where you can be who you want to be.
Get a fresh start.
Get a fresh start.
Online classes.
That's where Heerz went.
Yeah, that is.
It's a limited selection of programs there. It's like water mining, dirt mining,
Fasteron mining. Yeah.
Mysticism. Heerz learned some of his mysticism from there.
But not from the classes. He just learned it while he was in the classes from other people.
On a field trip.
Bored. You know how some people draw like Kevin probably draw comics.
Sketch all sorts of stuff.
Heerz is just drawing runes and that's basically what he did.
I did. I used to draw. I got in a lot of trouble in boot camp, but all through high school, I would draw my notebooks and stuff. And in boot camp, they gave us a notebook, and I would sketch all sorts of stuff in there. I would sketch pictures of the RDCs or the petty officers in charge and different things. And one time they found it.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, fun story. Okay, sorry. I know I'm full of stupid stories, but so I went through the Sheriff's Academy, it was a public safety internship program. The Sheriff's Academy spread over the weekends for high school students that are interested in going into the sheriffs. Well, I recently, my TAC officer from that academy recently popped up on Roll20, and I just messaged him and said, hey, I just messaged him out of the blue and was like, you popped up, I found you. I just want to let you know, you've had a huge impact on my career and my life. Even though I'm not a sheriff, he made me appreciate law enforcement a lot more than what I would have, I think, outside of that. Anyways, there's whole nother slew of stuff. But I used to draw in that academy too. I would draw all sorts of stuff, and people knew that. And I drew a caricature of him. He was a very large, muscular guy with I don't know.
So like Kelly.
Yeah, like Kelly, just like Kelly. And so I drew him super buff in the sheriff's uniform, and I gave it to him at the end of our academy.
What did he say?
Well, I messaged him about it, and in this, it was just a, hey, it's nice to see you, nice to see you're doing well, congratulations on your promotions, blah, blah. And then his reply back was I'm glad to see you're doing well, too. I still have that drawing you made of me.
Wow.
And that was that was 2004, man. That was 20 years ago.
High praise.
Wow.
You're a great
That's a
artist.
great compliment, man.
You
I
are.
mean, he really is, though. Kevin, I don't know. No one really gets to see it, the listeners, maybe yet, but he's like an amazing
Except for
artist.
Heerz.
Yeah, I saw him.
I know. Heerz is the only one I ever finished because I'm also like very lazy.
Yeah, it's fine. The most skilled people are, you know.
I think I've said that several times on this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're so good that you know how to just
High functioning and efficient.
Yeah.
So you just like
precisely.
Exactly. We work very hard at being lazy.
That's also why I'm not a career artist because I would never finish anything enough to get paid for it.
Kev, can I just clarify? Did you say that he popped up on Roll20?
Did I say roll 20?
You did.
No, I'm sorry. I've been saying roll. Yeah,
I was like,
because we're like I got all these other programs. No, I meant LinkedIn.
oh, okay, that makes sense. I was like, there's a social
That changes
component.
the context completely.
Yeah.
No, he's a gamer too.
Yeah.
Of course.
I was like,
I
should
thought
I
that's
not
what-
mention I don't know this?
I put it on my LinkedIn all the time. I
No,
probably follow
LinkedIn.
Roll20.
There is.
Do you have all your accolades on Roll20? But we do have if just anybody listening.
We do
if you
have a
use
will
LinkedIn.
save.
We have a will save account on LinkedIn.
We do. And
Yeah.
I periodically get things being like, 15 people checked out your view.
It's like, I think it's like 7 total.
Yeah.
4 of them are right here in this on this
You should go
Are
on
here in this virtual room.
Will's profile and vote for his Costajet. What is it? Costajet Liquidator skill. Upvote it. He's really good at that.
Projectile weaponry and
Endorse you
efficiency.
for
efficiency. Oh, they
endorse you for biohacking.
I'm not sure how legitimate that would be if we made LinkedIn accounts for each of our characters.
Okay, why not?
We need to. Oh, that's great.
Recruiters are coming by. They're like, wait, what?
I mean, LinkedIn is turning into Facebook anyway.
They should.
so-
We could get recruited for some kind of cool secret mission or something on LinkedIn.
That's
We should do that.
what I was thinking. Or is there a way to make GMing sound really corporate?
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's.
Oh yeah.
We talked to Don from Hexgrid Heroes about this, about adding. There's a whole thing of leadership skills and all sorts of stuff.
That's
that you can twist GMing into professional corporate lettering
Speak.
wording.
Corpo speak.
Corpo speak.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, speaking of skills, actually, that's not a really good transition. I'm gonna rescind that transition. Let's talk about your characters. I'm just gonna jump right in real quick because I just want to hear off the top of your domes. I want to hear a favorite, cherished memory from your character, and I'm gonna try and on the 1s and 2s. I'm gonna try and get you some cool music to match your memory as you're describing.
Oh,
I'll do my
awesome.
best too.
Okay.
So, who wants to go first? Raise your hand.
All right.
Rock paper scissors.
No, Will raise.
Will say
Will raised a tentative hand. You accepted the meeting tentatively on that one.
He was also the only one that was like, I have an idea for this.
That's true.
It's already.
Yeah,
Yes.
because usually I just come up with a topic and I surprise you guys, but beforehand we decided to collab. And this is a good.
And then Will criticized me and Kelly for not thinking about our characters. fully.
It was heavily
did.
implied. Yes.
It was
Never do such a thing.
very
Of
heavy
course,
tentacled.
if anything was said, it was a jest.
Yeah. He's.
Naturally.
It was something like.
Will
But
has
my-
Go for it.
Will has
Sorry.
every college course that Dr. Ok's ever taken.
including the credits. For each
Professors.
class. All the professors' email.
What his grade was.
Yeah. Ready to go.
Of course, but I digress. No, I was going to say it was just the fond days of coalescing in the scholarly environment and working towards my thesis in biomedical engineering was always fascinating and also just a time of communal enjoyment,
Ah, yeah.
interchanging
I love that.
ideas.
He's true intellectual.
Campus is alive with research. Love it.
Yes.
Just love it.
Squid like slugs walking around campus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interfacing with one another.
Is that a thing? Like their tentacle or whatever tendrils?
Yes, of course.
Just make it out the quad.
Yeah, you're still talking about research?
Interfacing.
God.
quote
Yeah.
unquote.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
I
we're
never really
doing.
thought
saying
about that.
Bio interchanging of
Biomedicine.
He's like, let me study you.
fluids interchanged. Obviously,
That's how you learned all your
Wow.
life science. Let's just do that. So,
yeah,
Yeah. We just have
of course.
it's just a party time at what college did Dr. K go to again? Javome City College?
The capital.
Yes, that's right.
College of Javon City, so Capital College. It's the main scientific artery into the
Nice.
Asharu government sort of research center. That coalesces at the capital of the Asharu
The
homeworld.
leading house of education.
you must have had high marks to get into that then.
Yes.
That's true. Yeah.
Yes, I come from a long family of biomedical researchers.
Makes sense.
It's almost like within us.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Love it.
Love it.
Who wants to go next after that? Oh, we got hand up from
Kelly
Kelly.
raises
I'll
hand.
give it a
All
shot.
right, Kelly.
All right.
Yeah, please.
All right, so I think here's his favorite memory is when he decided to join the band of free captains. The first time he walked on a ship, it was a small sloop, and one of the first people that he met was Rolu. And so these cargo bay doors open up, and he walks up this ramp into this ship, and it's just like cold, and like the air is really like pungent, but it's just an exciting journey for him. And he meets Rolu, and Rolu's just this warm, pretty jovial guy, or was, and he just reaches out. And what does he say, John? He says something like, "Nice to meet you. I'm Rolu, but you're." How does he do that, John? Could you do that?
Yeah.
Aww.
I want to hear it again. I want to remember.
Now John has to remember what Rolo sounds like.
I'm really on the spot here. As you walk in, he's like, "Hey there, I'm Rolu. Is there a particular place that you're looking for?"
No, I first, I'm just here to help out in any way I can, you know?
You're as starry-eyed as that there picture behind me. He points to just a picture of space, not actual space.
Is that a picture of just space right there? Stars?
Yeah.
Do you,
Yeah, I did it myself.
Oh,
You know,
you're an
yeah,
artist.
just in my free time. Yeah. You know, sometimes in between scores, you know, you got a little downtime.
I have
Pick
a
up
question.
Yeah, please.
Do you draw with all four hands at one time?
You know, I get that question a lot. I do.
Oh, wow, you're really talented.
You're very, very flattering on the first meet.
Well, I hope I can rely on you. I'm new and I'm here. It's nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. I'm Rolu. I think I already said that, but in case I didn't, can I say it one more time?
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
Rolu.
I got it.
Yeah, fantastic. Here, I'll show you this way. Let me show you to where I do all my art.
All right, great. I'm just going to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Cut to the art. Yeah. It's like painting after painting of just space. There's nothing
That
else
was
to be
lovely,
done.
gentlemen.
It's like doing landscapes, you know?
Oh my
Yeah.
God, he's the Bob Ross of fucking space paintings.
He's the
Look at this happy little star right there. Look at this little black hole
star right here. Yeah.
coming right towards you. Have a nice day.
Amazing. Well, that was a good little
That's beautiful.
interesting.
That's lovely.
It was nice. That's good.
Thanks for that trip down memory lane, John. That's exactly how Heerz remembers it, actually.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
wasn't sure if you guys pre-planned that and were like rolling out like a scripted thing, or if that was off the cusp. But I should have known better because like we talked about this like 2 minutes before we got on the air. So
No, that was just off
good.
the cuff.
That was.
Thanks to Kelly for that improv.
Oh, no. Thank you, John. Oh, man.
I do have a question for like just pirating in general. Like, do you just volunteer to be a pirate, or do you go through like a recruiting phase? It's not like
Like, it depends.
how
Yeah.
will this come up later? Like,
How does one choose and become a pirate?
yeah, like I do want to learn like what the origins of of Heerz becoming a pirate. But I don't think this was like his day of like, was he already a pirate at this time? Or was this, hey, I want to be a pirate?
He
in Heerz
he had
voice?
basically just
Hey, that's my Mickey Mouse.
Yeah,
Sorry,
like
I have a little boy to keep entertained all day.
I would not. I can't imagine Heerz being a cute mascot for some giant media empire like that. That'd be cute though. But like,
False.
yeah.
We're gonna have plush toys and
That's
everything. It's
true.
gonna be great.
Oh man, no. This is just Heerz had just joined, but he hadn't really been on assignment yet. It's a loose. The free captains kind of make their own rules, captain by captain, group by group, and they have like internal alliances, and so it depends. But Heerz didn't go through any lengthy recruiting process. It was just the particular group that he joined was kind of a bunch of misfits, initially.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Who paint? Yep.
Yeah. Who paint starscapes, yes.
And then Rick turns, he's sitting in a room by himself and he turns directly to the camera. My fondest memories. I do have to say that, besides marrying my wife and the birth of my 2 children, the most visual memory that I have happens to be my graduation from the Abadar Corps Security Force Academy. I remember marching in with my platoon and standing up in front of a large crowd and recognizing my wife and my family, including her parents, looking down at me. It was a very proudful moment, and I hope that I can return to those days at some point in my life.
Oh, cut away. I forget.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Curious. Curiouser and curiouser.
We're slowly learning about Rick's past, like in some various outros and now, and I am really curious, especially about his family.
I know.
I hope they're still okay, and yeah.
God, I hope so too. As the player, I don't know the answer to that.
This is good. Like each of these was like its own separate movie. Like Dr. OK was like, an American Pie like style, like, movie. Like
It's a bit more scholarly than that, I'm afraid. But
the makeout session,
you're on to some.
Accepted.
Yeah.
Yes, it's more like a food fight.
Oh, okay, all right, that's fair. And then like I don't know. I guess mine is Pirates of the Caribbean, obviously, and then Kevin's is kind of like one of those like reality shows, where he's like recalling. Yeah, that was
Modern
awesome.
Family.
Yeah,
Y'all are great. Just gonna say that.
we love you too.
I just winked for everybody not watching.
for listeners.
Yes, for all listeners.
Come back.
Should we play?
Let's do it.
Let's play.
What, pray tell, happened though last time?
It's funny that you should ask that.
Previously on Will Save, brought to you by John Swan.
Brought to you by all of our sponsors that we don't have
You're just
zero
gonna
of.
read off exactly what Will says in the intro.
This whole
Word for word.
We have no intro, and then as soon as you say that, that's the intro. It's just Will. I'm gonna just leave this music on because it's good. So both the road and the window to escape for you 3 seem to be shrinking with each passing moment. It's good and bad as you 3 fight forward, escaping cruel beasts and dangerous hazards alike. Maybe 2 episodes ago, you discovered this fascinatingly eerie side to the Greys as you found these floating, colorful boxes where they keep trinkets and small personal goods to themselves. And although they appear to be from all over the Pact Worlds, there's no single item that you can say, oh, I know exactly who that belonged to. Who knows where they might be or how they got there. So you move on, and although one way is blocked from a large airlock door, you eventually stumble back around until you find some sort of lab or containment space where several creatures were and are not now. They appear to have escaped, wrecking the door on the way out. there was a mix of fluids from several creatures, including some that seemed to disappear mid-step. Next to it, you finally find a room with several workstations, and Bernice bravely goes in. Upon interfacing, as we now know that word, with the computer.
You're welcome.
With the computer, you find that
Skin to skin interface.
Hello, computer.
one of the computers has schematics of the areas that you've been in, both the most recent ones as well as the ones that you were in first, and a marking that could indicate the shaft that you're looking for, the tunnel, the way down, as the stewards told you. Now, as Rick 19 begins moving into the space to investigate, there's the intense screeching of two winged creatures that pierce the eerie silence as they all surprise you, and you all need to roll for initiative.
Wait, all of us? Not all of us are inside.
That's true, but you all need to roll because you all heard that screech.
Very well. Here's rolled an 8.
All right, let's go around. Here's you got an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, initiative train is rolling. Dr. K, what'd you get?
17.
Woo! High roll there from Dr. OK. And what about Mr. Rick? Mr. 19, as they call him.
Mr. 19. I rolled a 9 on the dice and a 4 bonus for 13.
So I'm going to go with 4. Okay.
Say again?
What?
No, I said 13.
And we're off with
Total
the
of 13.
surprise round for these creatures. And I'm going to move you guys over here on roll 20 to the map. If you look here at the top,
Bum, bum,
bum, bum, bum. So you guys are up here in the top of the map, the top center, in this long room with 4 computer workstations. And the first thing I'm going to do is roll a die. Whew. As they screech and pierce the silence around you, you see these winged creatures come out that are only small size, but they look a little bit like they could be a reptile that on Earth maybe was like definitely a dinosaur that has this purple brown skin. I'm going to show you right now. Boom. Purple brown skin with these long claws that reach out, and this fearsome face with these gigantic incisors and this awesome ridge on their back.
I don't even know how to describe that. What is
Yeah.
that
Like a
thing?
bat,
It's like a,
but this is like a fucking gargoyle. It's really gross looking.
Ooh, it's a good term, gargoyle.
fleshy.
It's like a gargoyle with like a face that isn't.
Mohawk,
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah, mohawk. Yeah.
Jurassic,
Oh yeah.
sort of
Good term.
primal
Like it.
articulature.
Like,
Yes.
If you've ever seen the Gargoyles cartoon, it's that really skinny, small gargoyle that's kind of lame, but then like it has like a really scary face for some reason. That's basically what it is.
It's like thorned in a way, too.
It looks like the face looks like the dogs from Ghostbusters.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah,
I could
good.
see
Like
that.
the
Yeah. I like that.
Neat.
flying rat version.
Looks
of the,
it's definitely ravenous.
Definitely ravenous. Definitely. Because as they come up, they screech out of the back of the room, and it's at that time that the lights flicker, and then the power to them is dimmed, and you are officially in dim light in this room, which I don't think would affect many of you that much, if at all. But you can just barely make out what was their colorful, like tan taupe wings are now gray. As they, especially you, Rick, the one that is furthest away, actually, sorry, the one that is, the one that is right in front here is going to, screeching all the while, is going to come over and move here in between Rick and Bernice. and take an attack at Rick.
Wait, you mean take an attack of opportunity?
You cannot take a reaction on your first round of combat, and this is also a surprise round. Yes.
Okay.
Come in to attack you, and it's gonna try and claw you as these claws come forward, and this shrieking like just comes rushing into your ear. That is, wow, I rolled really well, not gonna lie. That's
48.
no, it's a 27.
Of course that hits.
Oh my god.
The claws rip into your shoulder and continue to rip until I find a D4. 6 points of damage cutting into your armor.
Tis but a flesh.
Not sure how you're looking there. Tis but a flesh wound.
Oh yeah.
And then
Irritated.
the other one.
I look irritated.
The other one flies over here. Also on your other side to flank you. And it's going to attack you.
That's not flanking.
Pretty sure you can draw a thing through opposite corners.
It has to be completely opposite.
Then it moves 5 feet further. As it flies forward, it's completely opposite, or from two opposite sides, right? So it could also be here. Right?
I think you have to be kitty corner.
I thought it was any.
No, man,
No. Let's not get into it. It moves 5 feet further and goes to attack you. Does an 18 hit your KAC?
No.
All right.
Oh, really? Wow. All right. Look at me put in my place. That was the end of the surprise round from these
And I'm
devious
surprised
little
you
creatures.
didn't hit me.
Yeah, I know. I'm very surprised.
Kevin's literally looking it up in the book right now. He's like,
Yeah, Kevin's not even
he's like,
paying
hold on one
attention.
second, Jonathan. Like looking through.
I still need to.
Excuse me. Fierce beasts. I must know. Can I take...
Is this considered flanking?
I don't think you're flanking.
Hilarious.
Oh, wait.
What?
That is flanking. That's a 20.
Oh, no.
Actually, 21.
Why is it 20? You got +3?
They have a thing that helps them out. Yeah.
Are you f***ing kidding me, man?
Is it 21 to hit?
I shouldn't have said anything. I should have let you just try to play the flanking thing and then say, like, by the way, it's broken.
8 more points of damage to you from this other creature.
No, take your 8 points back. Until I
That's
find
not
this
true.
shit. This is-
No, you take it. You take it. You're going to like it.
Sorry, 8 points of damage?
8 points of
It
damage.
missed, except for the fact that I get to add on 14 points of bonus.
I forgot
just
to add
because
it in
of something
flanking.
special.
It's literally flanking. You're literally looking it up in the book.
Flanking says +2, so where did you get +3 from?
Maybe do a life science check and you'll find out, Kev. Great. So, it is at that moment that at the top of round 1, the lights come back up to full power. And once again, you can see in color the dangerous wounds that Rick has sustained on both of his shoulders. And the creature on his left. I'm trying to think, what is Bernice doing? Is there a chance that it's going to attack Bernice? I think it would continue to attack.
Of course, because you're just
Rick.
going to kill Rick. It's fine. But before we go any further, flanking does say opposite corner, opposite border. And if you're confused, it says you draw a line from center of the two characters, and it has to pass through opposite borders. So if you're up in
borders,
if one is on the side and one is on the corner, it'll pass through two sides, but not two opposite sides.
got it. Good to know. But it's going to attack you again, Rick.
Of course it will. And it rolled a
48. 20.
20 total?
20.
Yeah.
Including the +14 for flanking?
It's literally, yes. Yes. Does that hit, Casey?
I have a 20, so
It hits. It does hit.
you rolled a 2 on the dice and you were still able to hit me.
No, that's 7 more points of damage, dude. This is not going well with the surprise
This can't be
round.
the way Rick dies. This would suck. Clawed to death by 2
This
annoying
is-
bats.
Hey, wow.
Man.
Wow.
The whole time
Heerz,
he's like,
you
I'm
really
not
have a way
cornered.
with words.
I'm not flanked. And then like they're just like chopping
Guys,
his
I'm not
face. And then they're like, oh, that's it for Rick. Damn it. That would suck.
Dr. OK, maybe you hear the sound, you peek in, and you see Rick getting torn to shreds. What do you do?
Yes, I'm going to head in to the facility, the lab, the computer console
Just the head.
room, whatever.
Just
You're going to go to the head.
Stick your head into the door.
Yeah.
Just look.
He's like, nope.
Now, I will come and draw myself into the room and instruct Bernice to cover us as we attempt to subdue these creatures. So Bernice is going to like take a guarded step back on her turn.
Okay.
And then Dr. OK is going to pull out his Costajet and he's going to first take a look and see like what he can find out about them, like biologically speaking.
Yes.
And
Give me
then
a life science check. Life science more than
26.
20. Wow, dang. Don't boss it or anything.
13 on the die.
See, those are the rolls that you're talking about, Kev.
That's a skill check, not an attack roll.
Skill check.
Yeah.
All right,
Sure.
you get. So this is a creature called a Screeling. They're these insidious horrors that lurk typically in like rocky reaches of the universe. They are pretty. They are the smaller version of a larger creature called a Scree-sire, who are monstrous lizards that are very intense. You do not want to get in with a Scree-sire. What's interesting is that they typically live solitary lives on rocky planets or planetoids, right? But what's interesting is that like sometimes near settlements, sometimes residents will like the Screelings can be kind of annoying, right? But they kind of take pride in having them there, and they just like tell tourists to like, oh, just avoid that area. We have an infestation of some beasts. So they can be annoying or they can be deadly, like they are for Rick 19.
It's like the raccoons down in Florida.
Like the raccoons in Florida.
Really? I need to know about
or
that.
alligators. Yeah. I'll tell you the two important things, because I'm going to assume that you're going to want to know any outstanding things. Am I correct, Dr. Okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Of course.
Yeah. So they do have an ability called Cluster, which means that when these broods of Screelings go to flank, they get a +1 circumstance to attack rolls. That's how I got a +3, Kev. Normal Paizo official rules.
Wait, say it again? They get a +1 to the what?
Plus
Attack
3.
Plus
+1.
3. Yeah, +3 total. But you already get +2 to flanking when you flank. They get an additional +1, so +3 total to their
only
attack
for
rolls.
flanking, or are there other instances where that applies?
Only for flanking.
Okay.
And technically now, any more damage that they do to you, you will get 1 point of bleed damage moving forward because of this ability Cluster.
Because you applied bleed to me? You didn't say that.
No, I'm not applying it now. I'm saying that the next damage that I do, you will get bleed from it. So watch out.
If they remain clustered.
While they are flanking. Right. That's part of their ability. Also, they have damage reduction 5 unless you have a cold iron weapon.
Wait, that means like they take 5 less damage, period, basically?
From any kinetic source. Slashing, piercing, bludgeoning. Okay. Yes. Unless you have a cold iron weapon. So, either find a cold iron weapon or don't do kinetic damage.
Yeah, in the past 52 episodes, if you can find a cold armor weapon.
Yeah. If you just want to give me a flashback, it's fine. we can try and do it. All right, Dr. K, that's enough of me interrupting your turn.
Knowing all of this, now I must put these beasts down. Put them down. So I'm going to communicate all that I've learned. Rick, they're going to cause some bleed damage if you don't get out of there. And what I'm going to do is try and hit one of them with a Costajet.
Costajet, which you've been endorsed for on LinkedIn.
He's like +7.
So we know you're good at it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Took the skill test for it.
Yeah. The higher the rank, the higher the attack roll.
So let's see if I can hit him.
What you roll?
Is a 18 enough?
Yeah. Is 18? Yes. As the Costajet, because that deals acid, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the acid damage moves forward and slices into, I'm going to assume, the wing of one of these Skreelings. Which creature you attacking?
Yeah, so I'm attacking the one that's just hit Rick on the left.
On the
between
left.
him and Bernice.
Okay,
So
let's
the
call that one Peter.
Sure. Peter is a piercing creature, and I wish to put him down. But I'm going to hit him with both a basic inhibitor that will... I'm going to use my Spark of Ingenuity
Oh,
Wow.
and
Spark of
combine
ingenuity.
Spark.
2 biohacks into 1 biohack.
Oh, shit.
And
Okay.
hit them with both the basic inhibitor that is going to reduce its DR by 5.
That's... Wait, you can reduce
And-
their... Wait, you can reduce their damage reduction?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's freaking
Wait, is it
rad.
per like one time or does it subsist for a while or something?
For 7 rounds.
Oh, that's great.
Nice.
That's awesome. All right.
Damn.
And then I'm going to combine that, though, with the pharmacological inhibitor. So you must... This creature must roll a fortitude save
Okay.
to not gain the entangled condition.
As a natural 20 and total of 22.
So you're still encumbered, though.
Okay, so I'm encumbered. I have no DR, and
Yes.
that's it. And Bob's your uncle?
Yep.
Okay, I gotta check encumbered again, but I like it. How much damage did you do with that acid as it cuts through the wing?
4 points of damage.
4 points of damage as it sears through, and
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. 4?
Sorry. 5 points.
5 points of damage. Rick, I feel like you can smell the flesh of this creature's wing wafting into your into your nostrils, and it smells gross.
Oh, not tasty at all.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it is the Skreeling to your right's turn. Unless you want to do. Oh, Bernice needs to go. Dr. Okay.
Yeah, so Bernice is going to take a guarded step and try to hide
Tried
for this
hide.
round. Yeah,
Okay.
to gain, sort of just be out of sight.
Okay. To not be attacked. Got it. So make a hide check, and I'll have to make that against a perception check if they want to follow.
Plus 8 to stealth.
Okay.
17.
17. Okay. So if they're going to go after that, you did. Oh, you already took a guarded step, so you're going to try and hide where you are. I feel like I see Bernice moving their feet back into the suitcase, so they just become the suitcase.
No, it's more so like a bed of nanites sort of just propel it back, like invisibly it slinks across the floor.
Love it. And then does she try and like lay down to just look like a briefcase that's not moving? What does she do to hide?
She like looks for some like a printer or something, some router just nearby. Maybe like
A router, some office equipment.
If there's like some office equipment and like a coffee cup lying around,
Yeah, like an
like,
espresso. Okay.
next to some personal belongings or a bookcase.
Okay. This is good. I like that a lot, actually. Good thing Nespresso is one of our sponsors. We just shouted them out.
Wait,
Thanks,
Nespresso?
Nespresso, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
they?
Buy
Yeah.
their like pod things.
Oh yeah,
I should,
those pods are great.
they
I tried
sent us
those.
a press kit, and I can't even remember like what the hell we're supposed to say. Just buy their pod things.
Yeah. We get so many press kits, so
Why
Yeah,
was I
remember.
left out of the loop on this?
It's fine. You don't
I
drink. It was a West
You're
Coast
not near
thing.
I think it was at the corporate office.
yeah. It went to headquarters, Kev. That's why.
That's fine.
Is that all of Bernice's turn?
Yes.
Okay, I like it. Bold move from Dr. OK, coming in hot, dealing damage, like nerfing their DR, which is crucial. Smart move, and Bernice finding out. Kev, I see you raising your hand.
Yeah, who's Peter?
That's the Skreeling on the left.
What's the other one's
Oh, you
name?
just-
Peter.
You named it Peter? Was that
Yeah.
was that one of the fun facts we got from
No, but
It's got like a necklace around its neck that says Peter.
yeah,
Saint
it's a gold
Peter.
chain. It's a gold chain. Yeah.
And just to be clear, Peter's the one that got the inhibitor and the
Peter's the one that damaged, and as the wing like sizzles, he's like, "Oh, I just maxed out my 401k contributions. Why did I do that?" It is the Skreeling on the right's turn. I don't know what their name is, unless you want to ask.
Peter, Pollen.
Yeah, Peter and Paul. I
Hopefully
think the other one's
there's
got to be Paul for sure.
That's
That's what I was thinking too.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do that first before I say anything about what kind of attack I'm gonna change their token in Roll20. So we all are on the same page.
Man,
Paul. So Paul's a biter. Paul's a biter, Kev. So Paul's gonna come in. Paul's gonna just try and take a bite out of crime. Rick's crime. I rolled really well. That is a 26 against your KAC.
I don't even know why you bother asking.
Because maybe one day you'll be like, actually.
Yeah, I
that
did.
doesn't
And then
hit.
you were like, just kidding. I have a +3 bonus that helps me beat that.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be 6 points of piercing damage as it bites into your leg. Because maybe you turned and looked as Peter's wing was sizzled and it bit into your leg. And you also have 1 point of bleed damage.
goodness gracious.
How do I apply that? Do I do 1 bleed or do I just do a -1?
You have the bleeding condition for 1 damage, which I just had the conditions page open.
It's fine.
Gonna look now. Bleeding. You take the listed amount of damage at the beginning of your turn each round until this condition ends. Your bleeding can be stopped with a successful DC 15 medicine check as a standard action or through the application of any ability that restores hit points.
Okay.
So
Bleeding.
I think you'll take 1 at the start of your next turn, which is now.
Rick, stay in the fight. I got something for your bleeding.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to apply this in Hero Lab so that you actually have conditions, bleeding, and then
But you don't get it until next turn.
Well, I think that's now the start of your next turn, which you're next.
Right. Never
You
mind.
only take damage from the worst
Modifications,
effect. Okay.
combat states, maybe, or conditions.
No, it's under
Afflictions.
conditions. But you have to put in how much bleed damage you get. So I put a 1 in.
1 point, I believe.
Yeah.
And now I apply it. So shoot, I don't remember. I think it worked. I don't know if I click it every round or like how do I apply it?
Oh, well, it's the start of your next turn, so if you need to click it to apply 1 damage, you would do that now.
I'm afraid to click it too many times.
Don't.
Just look at your health before.
Well, it's hard. I have to like scroll down to get to it. And my memory
Hero
sucks.
Lab for all your character building needs.
All right. I think it took it.
Okay, what do you want to do on your turn?
Okay. So I'm bleeding now. I was trying to look up guarded step before I get any further. Guarded step.
Guarded step.
Guard step.
Because so I want to guard. I'm flanked between these two, so I want to do a guarded step diagonally around one of them. So I'm out of flanking and then further away from one, but still adjacent to the other. If that makes sense. I just wanted to look up whether guarded step, if guarded step protects me from one creature, or all creatures. I think it sounds. I feel like it would be all, but
I feel like it's all too. It's a good question though. This movement does not provoke attacks of opportunities.
period. Okay.
Period.
What page is that on? Sorry,
That's a great question that I just
you just Googled
closed it.
Oh.
247.
247. Oh man, I was close. I was like, pages stuck together.
247 in the
All right, yeah. Then I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna sidestep this thing. I'm debating whether I should step towards Dr. OK or away from him.
Do you want to attack Peter? Or you want to attack Paul?
Well, Peter's the one that has the inhibitors on him.
Correct.
Don't distract me.
I was just asking. I can't see which way you're thinking.
I know, but I'm trying to think whether or not Dr. OK, if I step near Dr. OK, if that puts him in a worse position. Like if they're likely to get to him.
Draw.
Sorry, I'm going to go the other way. Bam.
They're
Draw them.
fire, so they can't flank. It's okay.
Yeah. So I'm no longer in flanking.
Okay. You're no longer flanked. Yeah.
And I am going to. So what was the other inhibitor you put? You put a -5 DC or a DR?
DR on his. put a -5 inhibitor on its damage resistance to whatever
Yeah, and then you had
clad kinetic.
a second thing.
Encumbered.
It's encumbered, so I don't
Cool.
think it can take attacks of opportunity. I have to look it up.
Also,
Something like that.
Yep. The max dex penalty, or the max dex bonus is limited to +2, so its AC will obviously go down.
Cool. Well, then, I mean, I still had to use a guard step to get away from Paul, the other one.
Yeah.
Without getting hit. But yeah, so now during that movement, I pull out my axe, and of course, I roll a terrible roll. 10 to hit.
10 to hit doesn't hit even with the additional thing. Kev, you rolled a middling roll. The literal 10 roll. Yeah.
Right down
roll
the
better
middle.
next time. Yeah.
Roll down the middle with you.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, that's
cool.
the end of your turn as you swing. And even though this creature has these weird purple veins, as you can see the toxins from Dr. Ok's inhibitors coursing through the creature, you still manage to miss, unfortunately. Here's what do you want to do? Still out in the hall.
Here's is feeling so fresh after that rest. He finally has some spells back. He just kind of clenches his fist and is like, yeah. And then like turns around the corner and like, well, actually, first Heerz is going to do, we didn't figure out if there's any weaknesses, so he could do another life science check to figure that out, perhaps.
Yeah, I'll just tell you that there was not any other. There were no other weaknesses.
Rules clarity. I just looked it up. Encumbered. You can't take AOs. There's no.
Okay. Good to know.
Penalty to
I'll double check because it might be in the AO.
You do move
section.
half your speed, or no, sorry. Encumbered. Your speed is reduced by 10. And your max dex bonus to AC is reduced by 2.
Yeah. All right. Well, Heerz going to take a full
-5 penalty to strength and dex-based skill checks.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Slowing down.
Heerz is going to take a full action and it's going to launch 3 magic missiles at Peter. Right in his back because he's not looking at him, I'm sure. Surprise!
Yeah, and you see Peter like starting to droop a little bit. Peter's probably going to land on the ground because Peter can't move their wings fast enough to stay afloat because of the toxins. Went around the corner.
Yes.
3 magic missiles come.
All right, one moment. Plus, all right, hold on. I'm moving over to roll 20. Son of a bitch. All right, never mind. I'm just going to use the dice. All right.
Everything good?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just annoyed because I wanted to make this fast. All right, cool. So
Nothing beats real dice, Kelly.
Nothing beats real dice.
2 plus 3. So
Unless you roll terribly all the time.
there's 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage to Peter.
It's got to be dead. It's dead.
It's not dead,
God, shut up.
but it does knock the creature to the ground as it was planning to do. It's on the ground.
Yeah. Thanks, dice from Kevin. Woo.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Kevin dice.
Kevin dice. From
All right, you
Kevin
want to do anything else with your
Enterprises.
turn?
That's all Heerz can do. He just wishes everyone else good luck.
Good luck, guys.
Wait, you did a full
Yes.
attack? So you hit with 3 dice?
Yes.
Or 3? Got it.
Yeah.
Love it. Telepathically.
Love it.
Good luck. Top of round 2, you all are in the middle of fierce combat. The lights flicker but stay the same. However, there's this shifting of the ground, and you all need to make a reflex save to avoid falling prone as this rumble erupts throughout the room.
Heerz as well? From outside?
18.
18 from Dr. OK. Kev. Rick.
16.
16.
For Doctor.
For Dr. 19.
Dr. 19.
Your accolades keep changing.
Dr. Heerz here. Does he have to like roll from outside of the room? Does it spread out there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Just checking.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the whole facility.
Oh no. It's a 5.
That's a 5.
5 total?
You say good luck, this shifting happens, and you fall to the ground, and you're prone.
Oh my god.
Yeah, rough stuff.
Yep.
All right. And Peter is okay as well. Peter doesn't fall over prone. But Heerz did. I'm going to put the prone condition on Heerz. And it is
I applied it to myself already.
the top of round 2.
Does Bernice get affected?
Oh,
Does
yeah.
she have to make a reflex save?
Yeah.
I love that like a suitcase is falling
Natural
prone.
one.
It's just like it just like goes like falls.
It falls over flat. Like,
Oh no, Bernice.
Bernice?
Tips over.
Combat stops.
Does she have to reroll a stealth?
They realize she's in the corner because did that suitcase just move?
Hey, did you see that? No, I mean, I think she's fine. But when she gets up, she will have to reroll stealth.
You're not going to update her image to be a suitcase on its side instead of standing up? Fail.
Gonna put the prone condition on. Bernice is also prone using the roll 20 icon.
You just draw a black square.
Yeah, that's it. It's a black square. Top of round 2, Peter is hurting, and Peter is going to attack. I feel like Dr. OK, because even though Rick moved, Dr. OK was the one who did the attack. So Peter turns around, comes over to you, Dr. OK,
And takes attack of opportunity.
and takes an attack opportunity from Rick.
No, it doesn't. Just kidding.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
It moves
I'm throwing this
into
dice away.
to try and get further and closer to Dr. OK. So I think it will get an AOO from Dr. OK as well, because it's going to move 2 squares. It's not taking a guard step.
Okay. So
You get an AOO as
I'm
well.
going to swing at it because I had my cost jet in my hand,
Yeah.
ready to go, and so I had my syringe spear out, or not my syringe spear, my stick.
Yeah.
Is that a two-handed weapon?
No, it's just one-handed.
They're both one-handed weapons?
Yeah, it's a concealable injection syringe stick.
Can you
basically.
switch without moving?
Yeah, if he has one in each hand.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's
one in
right.
each
Okay.
hand,
Cool.
because that's what I had in my hand.
One
Is
in
it,
each
a,
tentacle.
is it a versatile weapon, or is it...
I can inject a booster or an inhibitor while using it.
Well, versatile just means you can use it one-handed or two-handed. Sometimes using it two-handed gives you a bonus.
So you take your AOO
Syringe stick.
with the syringe stick.
18.
Yeah, that's a hit because it's on the ground, so it's using its wings to kind of shuffle forward, and that's why you missed, Rick. But as it moves into the square next to Dr. OK, Dr. OK is able to just stab it with a syringe stick.
All right.
That is 7 points of damage.
Damn.
Max damage.
It looks pretty like it's
And it
on its last legs.
I'm hitting it with the minor booster.
Which does?
Or minor inhibitor, sorry. Take a -1 penalty to attack rolls for 7 rounds.
Wow. All right. Cool. Well, it's going to attack you now. So as it gets hit, it tries to retaliate and come and claw you, even though it has a -1. It's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That is a hit. As it claws you, it's still able to get off a hit on you. That is 5 points of damage on the base of your Osharu body as it slices open your Osharu skin.
Oh no.
That hurts. But Bernice, avenge me, cover me, save Rick.
It is your turn, Dr. OK. What are you going to do?
Well, I was gonna, so I guess I'll attack this. I'll put away my Costa Jet.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I have to drop both of them, right?
To do what? To pull out something?
Yeah.
Because question, telling Bernice to do something is a move action.
Ah.
Yeah.
So then you would use a move action to do whatever you're doing, and that would leave you with no actions. Right? You'd be using your standard to change weapons.
There's 2 things. There's like the AI, which I can
Yeah, limited AI means they function on their own, and you give them a command or something, which I think is a move action to give it a new command.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is where you use your full action or something to make it move and do a standard action. You basically give your standard action to them. This is how I remember it.
I guess I can hit him with the syringe stick then. Again, I can go for another attack with the stick.
Okay.
I won't drop my weapons then.
Well, what? I'm just curious what weapon you were trying to pull out.
The 2-handed syringe spear. It does
Spear.
DC.
Okay, so got it.
But I have the stick out right now.
Stick.
But The spear is just 1d6 plus 6 versus 1d3 plus 4.
1d6 plus 6. So you try and stab again with the syringe stick.
Natural 20.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yes.
Nice.
Alrighty. Let me pull out the cards.
Get the cads out.
The cards are out. Let me throw them up in front of the screen here. Tell me when. 1, 2, 3.
Stop.
Okay. Card on the top. This is a kinetic attack, right?
Conceal injection attack, I guess. That's what it says. A special one-handed basic melee weapon. Yeah, I guess kinetic.
Wow. Okay. Ooh, perfect. This is a fin fillet. The target loses one form of movement other than land movement until healed. So I feel like it tried to move and you literally just stabbed right through its wing, pinning it to the ground.
Nice.
That is awesome. It cannot fly. That's freaking cool. And it can only move 10 feet because it's encumbered. Oh, Peter. Dang. How much damage you do? Did you kill it?
Okay, so do I do... So I just roll twice, or do I roll...
You roll twice?
You roll twice.
You roll twice and add the bonus both times.
Okay, so I rolled a 6 the first time.
Uh-huh.
And 5.
Okay. So 11 points of damage. This thing is so close to death. You see it just struggling, trying to move and pull its wing out from the syringe stick, but you pinned it. Well done. This thing could die next turn.
And then I tell Bernice to take out Paul.
Bernice is prone. So what does Bernice do?
So, prone weapon, or shooting while proned, right? For a ranged attack, it provides a bonus, right?
I think so. Or is it the AC when you're being shot at from prone? I think you have a bonus. Is that right, Kev?
Yeah. Well,
I
he
was
had
listening.
concealment, is what I like. Or did I? Is that something that I could apply it, or no?
I don't think the concealment would apply here. I think the prone would like any attacks against you. I think would fall under being prone, like the bonus that you get from being prone.
What was your question?
What does prone give you? It's a bonus to your AC.
It's a bonus to your AC from ranged attacks.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay.
Plus 4.
Yeah. Plus 4.
Well, I'm just adding the condition right now. Prone.
Okay.
If there is like an acid spit, maybe, I don't know. But she's going to shoot from concealment, or from, I guess, stealth, but not concealment.
Okay.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry, dude. You don't have to spend a reaction or an action to give it a command. Your drone just has to be able to see or hear you.
Okay.
My bad.
Kev's
Well,
bad.
whatever.
It's fine. All right, so
Damage done.
what does Bernice do? She's gonna roll that die.
Yeah, but the limited AI gives you either a move or a standard action for your drone.
Right.
And then the other one is as a move action, you can take direct control, and then the drone gets a move and a standard action. That's the difference. So you give up an action for them to have 2 actions.
Love it.
18 again.
18 against Paul. Okay. Against EAC. Right?
E and F is what it says.
Yeah, electric
Energy
and fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's rad. Yeah, that definitely hits, and it bypasses the DR because it's energy damage. I feel like I can see the lights on the cavitation pistol as it boop, 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 and the beam forming, firing across as Bernice the suitcase fires the cavitation pistol. Dealing
4 points of damage.
4 points of damage to Paul, who is otherwise healthy, but has a hole in their wing now. Dang. Good shot, Bernice. Bernice, you want to do anything else? Dr. K, is that your turn?
Yeah, so I guess, so can I remain invisible?
I don't
after
think
my
you're
attack?
invisible to attack, per se,
Okay,
but
so
you're
can
prone.
I hide?
Yeah, the thing is that I don't think the hide will give you anything like concealment or cover would do. I don't know that it would do. I think what it would do is probably change the effect of can they notice you and would they attack you. I don't know if it would be like 5e where you would get a bonus or something else from it.
I don't think Bernice is pulling aggro right now, so probably fine.
That's my sense of hiding in combat. Does that feel like it's right?
I don't know.
I mean, because in Starfinder, I haven't seen anything that's like, oh, if you hide in combat, you're going to get something else like this bonus
Attacking from hiding. If you are successfully hiding from a creature, that creature is considered flat-footed for the purpose of your first attack from hiding. If you remain invisible after your first attack, the creature is considered flat-footed against your attacks until it succeeds at a perception check to locate you or until you become visible.
I love it. Let's do that. So, if you roll and if the creature that you're going to attack notices you and beats your roll, then they won't be flat-footed. Because flat-footed is good because it affects AC.
Wait, where's the flat-footed coming from? That's a skill that Bernice has?
Attacking from hiding.
Hiding.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So I can imagine that you could almost hide almost every round for the most part.
If I give up limited, I can do a skill check and an attack, right?
Got it.
So if I applied that, it just all I'm trying to get is, I guess, the flat-footed condition
on
right?
on that creature from Bernice. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I like it. I love it. Okay, so you're gonna do a attack or a stealth check right now.
Yeah.
Cool. What'd you get?
I got a 15 on the die plus 8.
Okay.
Dang, 23.
That's really impressive. As far as you know, although Paul was shot by Bernice, Paul does not know where that shot came from. So as far as you know, the creature looks over but doesn't see Bernice. Good move. I like that we clarified the hiding now because this makes sense. Now there's some mechanical bonus to hiding. Makes a lot of sense. Bernice hides, firing the cavitation pistol and then retracting probably and hiding.
Yeah, there's also a condition called sniping, but I don't know if it applies here because I'm not sure the distance.
Got it.
I'm at least 10 feet away.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess I am.
Yeah.
So if you have already successfully used the stealth, so I'll if the first round and now the second round, right? Did I hide the first round?
You did hide the first round.
So this is the second round?
Yeah, but I think anytime that you do something like aggressive towards a creature, I think it would make sense that you would be out of stealth.
Yeah, you'd have to go back into hiding again.
Which you did. You re-rolled, and it seems like they are back and they don't notice you. So you are successfully hidden from that creature.
And then that's what it says. If you remain invisible after your first attack, the creature is considered flat-footed against your attacks until it succeeds a perception check. So you would go back. You'd roll your hide again and stay hiding, and that creature is only flat-footed to the hidden character.
Got it. So to Paul and Peter.
Wait, no, Paul would be flat-footed to Bernice.
Yes. Paul is hidden. Or sorry, Bernice is hidden to Paul. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Any other thoughts? Considerations? No. I like it. Glad that we ironed that out. It is Paul's turn. Being shot. Seeing Peter pinned to the ground. Close to death. Realizing that his best bud, he's going to lose him. And not sure where that shot came from. Paul's flaps their wings and just starts to nosedive across the room towards the wall as quick as they can. And that's our game.
Wait, towards what wall?
The
Rick
west
wants
wall.
to hit this thing.
Hopefully in the hole and out of this room to that other room where
He's doing this. He's cutting it right now, and he's going to move it, and then try to pretend like there's no attack of opportunity next round.
Hey, come on. I'm
Good
not
game.
that
Good game.
rude.
Hi everyone, it's Will, aka Dr. OK, and I want to take a moment to thank you for listening and to thank all our non-imaginary sponsors for making this show possible. At the top of the show, we discussed our characters' fondest memories, and it got me thinking about my own fond memories playing tabletops. I have so many. I know that we as a show have so many, and I know as like a community, we have so many fond memories. That's why we do this. And, which led me to, want to ask you all out there, what are you, our listeners' favorite memories playing tabletops, or maybe even your favorite memories on our show? Was it and helping an ally in a clutch situation that left your whole party just sort of flabbergasted and in awe? Or maybe you were role-playing some hilarious encounters with some NPCs that just had you in stitches? Or maybe your fondest memories are, facing some insurpassable challenge you were forced to face and thought you wouldn't be able to escape. Maybe you discovered something new about yourself that you never realized you possessed. Let us know on our Twitter or join our Discord. We'd love to hear your stories and memories about your table and ours. I'd have to say my fondest memory playing tabletops involved my friends and I in my garage facing off a pack of wolves with a fistful of tiny ball bearings. It's a long story that deserves a full explanation. Maybe one day we'll talk about it on the show. But if you can't wait until then, again, hit us up on social media, join our Discord, and join in on the group discussions we host with all the willing out there as we discuss all manner of things, from rules to proper ball bearing use, which incidentally is Kevin's favorite topic in real life. That's not a joke. Hope to hear from you soon. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you next time on Will Save.